Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are returning, thanks so much for coming back. And for those of you who are new, I'm Chas, and this is Chatting with Chas. So today on Chatting with Chas, I wanted to chat about interviewing tips. I am a hiring manager for the company that I work for, so I figured I'd help you guys out and bring you a few tips that leave a lasting impression on me, after an interview, maybe to help you with any type of job that you're trying to land right now as well. So if you're interested in seeing what these tips are that I'm going to give as far as how to land the job of your dreams, just keep watching. Tip number 1, bring extra resumes. So when you come into the interview, even though most of the time the hiring manager is going to have a copy of your resume anyway, it just makes you look so much more put together that you took the time to also print out copies of your resume and bring them into the interview with you. So make sure that you have copies of your resume on hand. Okay, so I rant a little here. Tip 2, make a good first impression. We get one chance to make a first impression. Make it a good one. That is everything from your attire to the way that you greet the person interviewing you, to right down to the handshake. So a pet peeve of mine, anybody who knows me knows this, is a weak, flimsy handshake. I can't stand it. I think that it just I think that it is a representation of I got all sidetracked from my phone. Let me try that again. Okay. When you go into an interview and the person who's going to be interviewing you walks in the room, you need to stand up, reach your hand out, shake that person's hand like you are happy to be there and that you mean business. You are the person for this job. Hi. Literally, you guys, so I just got through. Perfect. This is why I'm filming this video. I just got through doing a series of interviews because I had some openings inside of my group that I needed to fill. I cannot tell you how many times I walked in the room and the candidate wouldn't even stand up. And I had to initiate that. A lot of people think that branding is only for entrepreneurs or people who own their own business. Absolutely not. There is something called a personal brand, and you are your personal brand. So when you walk into an interview, you are selling yourself. No, you're not selling a product, and maybe you're not selling a company, but you are selling yourself. So act like you care about that. Make sure that when you go into an interview, you're appropriately dressed. Y'all, I literally had girls come into the interview with leggings on. Leggings. We don't work in a gym. This is a corporate office. It's a billion-dollar company. And you are showing up in the interview with leggings on. And might I add, one girl's had a hole in them. I just got real passionate about that. But literally, it was just something that kind of worked me up. And it made me start to think, why do people not know this? You guys, there's a right way and a wrong way to do this. And many of us out here are doing it very wrong. Tip number 3, do a little research on the company. So again, in this last series of interviews that I just did, the amount of people who walked in and could not even tell me anything at all about the company, I don't know why. For me, that is just like, I don't want to use the word common sense, but it's kind of common sense. Like, I'm more interested as a hiring manager to know that you were proactive and you took the necessary steps to try and learn a little bit about the company that you're trying to get a job with. Number 4, please just try to answer the question. Some questions will catch you off guard. Some questions you will not be prepared for. Some questions you may not necessarily have an answer for. Don't try to deflect the fact that you don't know an answer, you don't have an answer for that question by talking off in a tangent on something else. It's perfectly okay for me when a candidate says, wow, that's a really good question. I've never thought about that before. Take a moment, think about it, gather your thoughts real quick, and then answer the question. And tip 5, ask a question. At the end of the interview, most of the time, the hiring manager or whoever is conducting the interview, they will give you the opportunity to ask any questions that you may have. don't let that moment pass by without asking anything. You should be able to find something to ask, even if it's something as simple as, what are the hours for this position? Or can you just tell me what a day in the life of this, what this position is going to bring? Another question that you could ask, when do you guys think that you're going to make a decision? I've even had some people ask me, what makes one successful in this role? That was a good one. Whatever it may be, always go in prepared with a few questions that you can ask. And I say a few because in case they cover 2 of your 3, you still have 1 to fall back on. Tip number 6, close the deal. And like I said, no, you're not necessarily selling your company. You're not selling a product, but you are selling yourself. So you do still have to close that deal. And how you close that deal is stand up, shake that person's hand, look them in the eye. Thank you so much, for your time and for the interview. I look forward to hearing from you, whatever. And walk on out and exit. Bow out gracefully out of that interview. And tip number 7, write a thank you note. Nothing says, genuine like a handwritten thank you note. Does not need to be anything super formal. It doesn't need to be anything long. It can be a simple thank you card that simply just says, hey, thank you so much for your time the other day, and I look forward to hearing from you guys soon. Take care, sincerely. It's not a necessity. It's not something that, I didn't get a thank you note from her, so check her off my list. I'm not hiring her. No, it's not that serious, but it is one of those things that makes you just remember that person. It makes you stand out just that much more. So anyway, enough of me talking. I'm not going to keep rambling. Those are just a few of my tips that if you are in the market looking for a job, you are trying to land your dream job, whatever it may be, whatever industry it may be in, these are some very easy tips that you'll be able to incorporate. So hope you guys enjoyed those. If you want to hear more or you want more in-depth details on my interviewing tips, or maybe you want tips on how to do your resume, maybe you want to see a video on how to dress for an interview. Leave that stuff in the comment section below. It definitely gives me inspiration on what other videos I should be putting out. Make sure that you give it a like if you enjoyed this video and you liked it. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so at this time by clicking the subscribe button below. I cannot talk. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video.